From Studio 113 in River Falls, it's Focus on You. Tonight on the show, we will interview Dominic Riel, chair of the Shared Governance. And later on, we will have Anthony Tumbarello from Astronomy Talks. As usual, I'm Colin Kutke, serving as your savvy announcer. And now for the man you've all waited for, I present your host, Daniel Ford.
Whew. Watch yourself there. Thanks for that spot-on announcing, Colin.
Ah, shucks.
Whoa. Watch your language there. We don't want to offend anyone, Colin.
Well, could we at least end off one any?
Any what?
Hey, I ask the questions around here.
Oh. Ask me anything then.
All right, what is the average airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Do you want the Aristotelian medieval or infinite value general semantic answer?
You know what to do.
You don't even call me Godfather.
Wrong movie.
African or European?
The South African swallow.
About 24 miles per hour.
Survey says nothing happens.
Wrong show, Colin.
I just wanted to...
Yeah, it didn't work. Just stop embarrassing me in front of all my friends. Gosh.
Maybe we should start over.
Okay. Sorry, Colin. Ever since I started using this new Chew Z to experience an alternate shared avatar-based reality for my Perky Pat virtual world simulator, I felt a little on edge.
Did you just make a reference to the 1965 Nebula-nominated novel, The Three Stigmates of Palmer Eldritch?
No. No one paid me to do that. Nope. Definitely did not sell my dignity for $5 in Monopoly money from a shady audience member right before the show. That definitely did not happen. So what do you want to do tonight, Colin?
The same thing we do every night.
No. You ask me that.
Oh, right. Gee, Daniel, what should we do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Colin.
Watch Citizen Kane and feel completely baffled by how overrated it is?
Shh. Do you want to get sued?
Oh, you mean Shining.
You know, Colin, if you have girl problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Actually, I wondered if you could help me out. You know, give me some tips, maybe do a little role-playing.
Okay.
All right, you play the girl, and I'll try to ask you out.
Shouldn't we do the...
So I call you on the phone, right? Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, do you like foot massages? I give really special massages.
What?
We should hang out sometime soon. You never answered if you like massages or not. I have oils and lotions.
Oh, look at that. A subject change right out of left field. Breaking news from Guadalajara, France. Yeah, that'll do them. Breaking news from France. Police have arrested 5 teens after they kidnapped a llama from a local zoo and then proceeded to take the animal on a subway while snapping many selfies along the way.
A kidnapped llama. Definitely a joke here.
A Facebook fan page devoted to the teens has sprouted up with almost 1 million likes.
Something with Emperor's New Groove or maybe the Dalai Lama?
Authorities have not stated what sort of punishment the teens will receive due to the incident.
Looks like the French dialed the wrong llama.
That story had nothing to do with llamas. The Dalai Lama, Colin. The Dalai Lama.
Well, at least they had a groovy time.
They have people and words for people like you.
Did you say announcing?
Wait. Say something insulting.
The Godfather 3 easily surpasses the first 2 films, making them seem mediocre by comparison.
This means war! Speaking of war, have I ever told you about the time I bare-knuckle boxed the silverback gorilla on top of Mount Kilimanjaro?
Daniel, I can't hold it in. I needs to do it.
Oh, you and your announcing. Worse than John Denver and jet planes. Well, go on, you little fella.
This episode of Focus on You will have Dominic Riel, chair of the Shared Governance, as well as Astronomy Talks, Anthony Tumbarello.
Fantastic. Now we have clips about stuff for you to look at. Enjoy.
It's your favorite part of the show, where I get to ask the question, where on campus is Trevor Bloom? Where on campus is Trevor Bloom? Where on campus is Trevor Bloom?
Can you guess where I am? Stay tuned to find out if you guessed right.
Offend one, and you offend them all.
I'm Vincent Price, and you're invited to my party in the house on Haunted Hill.
We didn't lie to you, folks. We told you we had living, breathing monstrosities. You laughed at them, shuddered at them, and yet, but for the accident of birth, you might be even as they are.
Looking to fill a prescription? Freeman Drug, your locally owned independent Health Mart pharmacy, offers friendly service and competitive prices on prescriptions, custom compounding, home healthcare products, durable medical equipment, and more. They are conveniently located on 104 South Main Street in downtown River Falls, right across from the movie theater. We accept most insurance cards and transferring your prescription is easy. So stop on by or call 715-425-2255 today. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome to Yojo's Frozen Yogurt and Coffee Shop, River Falls taste bud tingling sensation. Located at 123 South Main Street, Yojo's features many delicious frozen yogurt flavors and more toppings than you can imagine. With the self-serve process, you simply pay by the ounce. Nothing more, nothing less. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and stay on top of homework with a fresh cup of joe, made from organic, fair trade coffee beans. Stop on by Yojo's today and take advantage of our 20% off your total purchase with a student ID.
Oh, mercy. Huh? What? What do you mean lot? Oh, for our first guest, we have the fantastic, the one and the only, Dominic Riel. Welcome to the show, Dominic.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, tell me about it, what it is that you do, because a lot of our viewers out here may not know this governance position that you hold.
Yes, I'm with the Shared Governance Director. I work with the Student Senate. What my position is I chair the board of the Shared Governance Committee, which we have three main goals. One of them is kind of an ongoing goal we're working on all year round, is to appoint students to the various student positions on Student Senate committees, faculty Senate committees, university groups, just getting students involved on campus through these different governing bodies.
All right, and how is that going so far this year?
It's going actually extraordinarily well. We typically have between 150 to 200 student seats available each year. Right now we're just under 100 student seats left available.
Wow, it's not too shabby.
Not
So how
bad.
do you promote the people to actually go for those positions?
Right now, a lot of it in the past has been just word of mouth, with the senators talking with friends, talking with students in their residence halls, So a lot of it's been word of mouth in the past. One thing that we've been working a lot on in the last year or so has been utilizing student media. So obviously here with Focus on You, we've worked a lot with the student newspaper, the student with the student voice, radio. We've tried to utilize a lot more of our student media, advertising through posters and just different events on campus.
I think it's working quite well. So you mentioned like over 100 committees left for people to actually get on board with. What do some of those committees actually look like?
Oh gosh, it ranges quite a bit. With Student Senate, we have a lot of committees that focus on anywhere from student academics, student services. We have committees that review university department budgets, that review university department policies, procedures, and then there's Faculty Senate, which looks at a whole range. So it really depends on what governing body it's with, and it's pretty diverse.
Wow. So there's a lot of possibilities out there.
Yes.
Now, is there a chance that people can get to actually meet the people, the higher ups on these levels? Like, would there be any opportunities in the future for me to say meet the president or the Senate members?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a Student Senate office in the Involvement Center, and a lot of times just going to the Student Senate office, you find a lot of senators that kind of just hang out in the office and are working in the office. And so there it's kind of hit and miss who you'll see there, but where we kind of go in and out of the office during our free time. Some of the other options are next week on Friday, the 15th, we have our Meet the Senate event. So students are able to come and meet with the senators, socialize with us, and just kind of hang out. So that's another big event that we're having next week.
Sounds like a fun time.
Absolutely.
All right, so you mentioned the first thing with the committees and getting people on board with that. So what are the other two goals that you have?
The second goal that we work a lot with is each semester we have an event that we hold on campus on behalf of the Student Senate. Like I said, for the fall event for next week, we have the Meet the Senate event. So it's kind of just, again, a space for students to get to know who the senators are, get to socialize with us on a less professional scale. So we're kind of outside of our meetings and outside of our professional atmosphere and kind of more in the social atmosphere, just for the students to get to know who we are.
That's not a bad idea.
Absolutely.
So how did you actually end up in this position? Have you been part of Student Senate for a long time? And
I have, yes. This is my third year on Student Senate. For my current position, I was actually elected to Student Senate by the student body as an at-large senator, so it's just a general Student Senate position. After that, I applied to the president for the Shared Governance Director position, which he granted me the position.
Nice.
Yes.
So how much time do you actually devote to this, like, say, weekly, on a weekly basis?
It kind of depends week to week on what my committee's working on, what Student Senate is working on. As far as required time, it's usually about 4 to 5 hours a week as far as meeting time. When it actually gets to working outside of the office and working outside of meetings, it tends to get a lot more than that.
All right. And as a final word, what would you say to the students out there with, who might want to get involved?
Well, there's a lot of opportunity for students to get involved on campus. Really the best way to find out what those opportunities are is just to get involved, is to contact Student Senate, contact myself, contact President Tauken, or any member of the Student Life. We work very closely with Student Life, and they're able to get the student in contact with any of us, and we can kind of show them what the options are.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I thank you for being on this show, Dominic.
Absolutely.
It's been good having you here. And what an insightful interview we've had. More clips on the way, so look out, look out, look out. Look out for what? Who writes this crap? Videos.
An empty house. So hold my hand, I'll walk with you.
Oh, dude, what's up, man? I didn't see you there tonight, so. Wow, you're right there? What's up, man? That's cool. Oh. Nice hat, man. Yeah. Did you get that at the Truck Nut store last night? Yes, I did. Okay, I got it there. I didn't know that. I saw you there. Yeah, you saw me there last night? Dude, I was crazy. Who just farted right now? Just want to know. I did. What are you staring at me for? Your looks, dude, your looks. So, Jimmy Hans later on? Dude, let's go, man! Come on! I'll be there in 10 minutes. You wanna meet me there? I just peed already, so I'm alright. Wow, nice talking to you. We'll see you later on. New Micro Writer show coming soon. Watch it. I think you'll like it. Pick that up on Facebook or YouTube. If you like it, click yes on it. I'll see you on there.
I like walking around this old and empty house.
Family Fresh Market is proud to serve the River Falls area with the full-service fresh meat counter. A wide variety of fresh produce including organic offerings, a fresh bakery and deli with a great variety of choices for easy meals, and a pharmacy with a convenient drive-thru. Family Fresh Market also provides a 5% UWRF student discount with a valid UWRF student ID. Exclusions do apply. Family Fresh Market. Feed your senses.
Harango is the most comprehensive martial and healing art in the world and is over 200 years old. We learn kicking, punching, ground fighting, weapons, and meditation. We meet just a few blocks off campus in the Meyer Middle School Wrestling Room on Monday and Wednesday nights, 6 to 7 p.m.
We don't pay those people enough money. Now we have a wonderful guest for you all watching at home, the excellent Anthony Tumbarello.
Hi, thank you very much.
Welcome to the show, Anthony.
Yep.
So you are an astronomy man, a man of the stars, an adventurer.
Well, I'm not a man from the stars, but I am an adventurer, you could say.
Well, I've seen your pictures on Facebook after stalking you. I saw you like over there in the other countries. And
yeah, I did a bit of traipsing about Europe and such.
Nice.
So
continue. I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, well, as far as that goes, this previous semester in the spring, I was over in Scotland doing some research on some of the astronomical buildings, well, I shouldn't say buildings, but structures of the Stone Age inhabitants of the British Isles.
Very nice. Did you pick up an accent while you were there?
Just a wee bit. Don't tempt me, I will use it.
Scotland.
Aye, Scotland. But no, yeah. So.
It's a good times.
It is, yeah.
All right, but we were here talking about astronomy, and you had an astronomy talk.
So there was an astronomy talk on Tuesday, this previous Tuesday.
Which I unfortunately missed.
Well, that's okay. The weather was absolutely dreadful. As it turns out, our astronomy talks, the physics department tends to like to hold them, I'd say, about once a month.
Mm-hmm.
But
especially on those days when it's going to...
Yeah, especially at the very least cloudy enough where you can't have an observatory session because there'd be no point in staring at clouds through a telescope.
Wow.
But this previous Tuesday was particularly snowy and cold, but even still there was quite a turnout. A good number of students and actually a handful of community members showed up as well. So it was a good affair, and everyone seemed to be in a good spirit about it despite the bad weather.
Wow, that's actually kind of impressive. Oh. So how long did the talk actually last for then?
I actually didn't keep track of the time. The general goal is about a half an hour, which that's pretty standard throughout all the astronomy talks.
So you didn't have like a little timer that just...
No, not really.
Okay. I was curious, but what all did you talk about during this time?
So basically I outlined my research that I had been working on. For me, the research, as I'd mentioned, had a lot to do with the Stone Age inhabitants of the British Isles and what they knew about astronomy in the night skies. So I focused primarily on the Orkney Islands, which are off the north coast of Scotland. But I also then went and drew a lot of parallels within the Orcadian astronomical systems and ritual complexes. and the complex of Stonehenge, which everyone knows about and thinks about when you think of stone circles and such.
Yes, and nowadays when you look at documentaries, they associate that with aliens, which is the most logical thing you could possibly do.
Of course, it makes perfect logical sense to, instead of attributing these wonderful feats of human ingenuity to, well, people, attributing them to someone else.
Yeah, you know, the pyramids, Stonehenge, all.
Oh, yes.
Crop circles, those little green men.
Little green men, always.
So during your studies, have you found evidence of these alien figures?
I have found no evidence of intervention of an extraterrestrial nature, anyway.
That's depressing.
I'm sorry. No one is phoning home soon, anytime.
Well, we can only hope. All right, so are you going to be doing any more of these astronomy talks? Because for people like me who want to go but are unable to on Tuesday nights.
Well, me specifically, there's a strong chance that I will be giving another one after my next installment of abroad research. But not me specifically. We hold one about once a month, as I'd said, during the semesters. And there should be one coming up in December. Pretty standard. We do one on the Star of Jesus, the Bethlehem Star, and if there was a star or if there was some planetary alignments that goes there. Professor Eileen Krennic runs that one, and it's a pretty good talk, actually. I've heard it.
That seems appropriate for the time.
It's very holiday appropriate, so. Yeah.
And are you going to hold this one on a day that we could maybe see the stars?
Well, optimistically, but I have to be honest. The December viewings, they're really cold. Yeah. So, yeah, that's more of an issue for the unfortunate souls who have to work the telescopes than for the person who can go up there, look at something, and leave.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I did notice the observatory when I walked by that, was it Centennial Hall?
Yep, Centennial Science Hall.
So are there any opportunities when we can just go up and, you know, take a few people, show us the stars?
You know, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything. But then again, I don't spend nearly as much time in the physics department as I should. But I'm fairly certain that you could ask for a request of something special. But I don't think they're, aside from the public viewing sessions, which happen after the astronomy talks on clear nights, which never happen.
So we could potentially get a VIP private session?
Potentially. You would have to ask the physics staff.
Well,
I can't make a promise. I can't make a promise I can't keep. I don't know.
All right. Well, I must thank you for being on the show, Anthony.
Thank you so much.
It was fantastic talking with you. I
likewise.
hope to see you again.
Probably will.
And up next, we have a special segment we like to call Colin with the News. Take it away, Colin.
my name is Dan, and today we are going to be making some very scrumptious biscuits. We have a wide variety of ingredients that we'll be using today, including butter, buttermilk, flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. What we have here in our bowl are all the ingredients pre-mixed and ready to go. We are beginning by whisking our dry ingredients together first. Just like so, making sure they're nice and evenly blended throughout. As such, as seen right here. Alright, so this is pretty evenly mixed now. So now we are ready for the butter. I have here a stick of lovely butter, and I'm just going to put it in just like so, like that. And now we're going to mix that butter in with those dry ingredients. Alrighty, we got our butter all mixed in there. This is kind of the consistency of what it should look like right there. So now we're going to proceed to dumping in our buttermilk, and we're going to stir this up until we can get nice little clumps made. So in we go, like so. And I got my handy spoon right here, and we'll start stirring it up. Alright, well, we have our mixture all mixed up now. That's kind of what the consistency of what it's going to look like right there. So now I'm going to put my hands on it, and we're going to knead this until it gets into pretty uniform clumps, just like so. Alright, so now that we have our dough all ready, I'm going to flour up our counter here, just kind of like that there. Spread that out a little bit, nice and neat. Well, you don't have to be neat. It just has to look like that. Then we're going to take our dough ball. Right there. Roll that around just a little bit there. There we go. And now I'm going to flatten this out, and we're going to form little round circles. About 1/2, 3/4 inch thick and about 2 to 3 inches in diameter. Good, decent sized biscuits. Something kind of right there. Welcome back. We now have our biscuits formed, and we are ready to transfer them over to our pans and ready for baking. We have our pans pre-buttered down, and we're going to put 12 of these on each pan. So just like so. Give a little bit of space because they will spread. There we go. Now we're ready for baking. We'll take it back to our oven here. We have the oven preheated at 400 degrees, and we are going to put our biscuits in for 10 minutes. Welcome back. Our biscuits are now ready, and we're about to pull them out of the oven. Ooh, that smells good. Here they are, nice and golden brown. Put that there, there we go. Oh man, I could eat a lot of these. Now that we have our biscuits out, let me taste one for you. Look at that steam. So good. And that's been Cooking with Dan. Thank you for joining us.
Little New York is the ultimate purse and jewelry store. Merchandise comes directly from New York and is all one of a kind. We pride ourselves in our low prices and trendy styles. Visit us today at 127 North Main Street, River Falls, or check out our Facebook page.
pants are totally optional. Here are today's top stories. An alligator was found at Chicago's O'Hare Airport on Monday. The gator was found by baggage claim 3. It has been reported the alligator was in poor condition due to poor diet, or maybe his bags didn't show up just like the rest of us. Last weekend, someone tried to smuggle cocaine through the Montreal airport by using hollowed-out pumpkins. Golly gee, Canadians know what fun is all about. Last week, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series in 6 games over the St. Louis Cardinals. The Red Sox were sporting playoff beards, which is important to note because they made them look funny, and from personal experience, I know that looking funny is a for sure laugh. Owners of new Dell laptops are complaining that their new computers are emitting a smell similar to cat urine. All of these complaints are, of course, happening with a smirking cat in the corner. It has been reported that on Friday, Justin Bieber was seen in a brothel in Brazil and left with 2 women, proving the theory if you are a rich D-bag, life probably isn't so bad after all. Kim Kardashian was probably in the news again this week because this country really has a thing for butts. Police in western Colorado say a man stole a Missouri woman's pet monkey that she was trying to sell. Police say the man pepper sprayed the woman and fled with the carrier holding the monkey. When asked why he stole the monkey, the man said because mankeys are so hard to catch in the latest Pokemon game. Police in western Colorado say a man stole a Missouri woman's pet monkey that she was trying to sell. I think this is just a setup of a sequel to the hit 1996 baseball movie Ed, featuring Ed the monkey playing third base. And finally, police in western Colorado say a man stole a Missouri woman's pet monkey that she was trying to sell, but really, he was just monkeying around. That's it for Focus News. Now, where are my pants?
Make a trip to historic downtown Hudson. The Ink Factory, one of the best tattoo parlors in Wisconsin, located on Main Street and open 7 days a week, offers great piercing and tattoo work from award-winning artists. Owner Jay Langer has assembled an amazing team to give customers the best tattoo work around. Stop in today and get inked. The Ink Factory, where great art is manufactured.
Join Students Today, Leaders Forever. It's a great opportunity to meet lifelong friends, make an impact in communities across America, and of course, travel. If you are interested or have any questions, please find us on Facebook at UW River Falls STLF. We hope to see you soon.
That's right, you guessed it. I'm on the second floor of KFA next to the speech team's trophy case.
Domo arigato.
I think we're supposed to talk, maybe, say how good a show we had. I mean, I know it was a little rough for you, but...
I'm pretty sure I was the sexy-looking beast on stage, and not you. As was this man over here.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Yellow man shirted. Beautiful. It was a great show. In case you forgot, this was Anthony Tumbarello. He was the astronomy man. We also had Dominic Riel from the governance chamber, as I call it, talking about all those committees. So many committees that you should join.
Lots and lots of committees.
This was our show. It was fun. It was exciting.
we hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. So tune in next time for more fun, wacky, exciting times on Focus on You. This is Colin, your host.
This is Daniel Ford.
This is Anthony Tumbarello.
Good night.